signal yesterday, and when the journey started, many people failed on the way. And why they were trying to find out why they failed, I was confident enough because what I had in mind was what I got. Though it didn't go as expected earlier, but finally it came back to where I needed to smile again. Now look at this. Now look at this. You know, we organize some things, and sometimes what we plan may go against us. But if you build yourself very well, definitely you will have something to show. Watch this. Watch this. When I entered this trade yesterday, something happened. I think I told people it should be somewhere here. When I told them that opportunity is on ground, I think it's this place. So when I told them that the opportunity is on ground yesterday, and people entered immediately. I think some people entered immediately, some humbly entered. So when they entered to enjoy the signal, let me show you. I don't know, maybe network is holding this thing. So when I told them that they should see the opportunity, we're having a little challenge here. All right. So this was the signal that I dropped yesterday. This was the signal that I dropped yesterday. I told them that boom 1000 is indicating. Look at it. I told them that boom 1000 is indicating a selling position. Then you confirm it in H1. So the target should be 3 to 7 candlestick depending on this thing. But when I check this thing, check the time. I told them this on 2:58. Then 2 minutes later, I told them that they should be careful. Risk management is always important. So when we had a pullback, I told them that we are having a pullback. So this pullback lasted for a period of time. This pullback lasted for a serious period of time, which if you are a kind of person with small accounts, you're already out of the market. But we are not panicking. I was not panicking because I know what I have. For some of you, look at this place. This is the date. This is the date. This is when we entered the trade yesterday. And if you check that time and see the date that will give out, you will notice that it was the same time that the market started moving. It was a little bit bad day for some people, mostly those without capital. Like from here, it was a very bad one, a hectic one for small accounts. Like you enter the trade for a breakout from this angle. This market has finally broken out from here, this place, only for you to see this pulling back to this angle, pull back to this point. Yet my confidence was that this market is still in uptrend. It never crossed all this line, so I have to hold the market. I have to hold the market. I have to hold the market. Look at the candle that caused everything yesterday. It was this candle here. It was this candle. So when I check and this breakout point here, so when I saw this price action, then I checked it and placed trade. I informed all in the group to place their trade, which they did. Some did. But unfortunately, before the end of this thing, this candlestick decided to pull back, which while it was pulling back, many will start talking. GDFX has given us fake signal. GDFX has given us fake. I didn't give you fake signal. This is what market is all about. But the problem is, do you have what it takes to hold for the turn up? So that's why I decided to leave this thing until today. Now the journey started there, and finally, when it spiked, it retraced to this point. It retraced to this point and spike again, and went down to this point that the loss was about $20 or $18 or thereabouts, or 20 something dollars lost yesterday. But I have this confidence that this is a breakout. So what the market need to do is to test it. So what we don't know is how long will it take before it tests. So at the end of the day, the market finally break out to this point, and still today the market is still pushing. Do you get that? The market is still pushing. Look at it. The market is still pushing. Check it. The market is still pushing. So how can you be able to do this on your own and being able to dictate this? For those who don't know the strategy we have, the indicators we have, please follow this. The first one is moving average 10. The second one is moving average 15. To change your color. Change your color. The third one is moving average 25. Remember to choose the color of your choice. Exponential. The fourth one is moving average 35. You choose the color of your choice. The fifth one is moving average 50. Then this one is moving average 200, which is the one we use to see the total movement of the market in the now. So we'll use this bearish and bullish, but let's add something to this. Let's add something. If you watch this, you will know something. You will notice something. But let's remove this and add something. All right. Let's add something. Let's add this. Let's add this. Let's make it 3. Good. Let's make it 3. It's one of the best. When we talk about indicators, one of the best strategy you can ever think of. One of the best strategy you can ever think of to help you clarify the total move of the market. That is to say, when you see this, it's a nice move for a line like this. So, and when you see this cross, it's a sign of crossing. You know, look at it. This is how we're moving on. So you may say it's not possible. How possible is that? You know, the problem is when you have $10 and you're struggling to raise $10, when you blow it, you blame the indicator that this strategy is not working. It's not true. the indicator is working. The problem is that your account didn't hold to it. Let me show you once again. Mostly, how do I add up this one? You can use this bearish and bullish to this bearish power to ascertain the current shape of the movement in the market, which each time you see this thing in this up direction like this, is a sign that the market is trending downward like this. Then if the market is in this position, let me show you. Market has spent much of the time in that area, selling for a long time, buying and selling for a long time. If you see a market in this direction, this histogram change to this position, is a sign of the market is on a bearish move. The up like this, as the market is dropping, counting down like this, is a sign that the market is on a bearish movement. Downward is a bullish movement. Do you get that? All right. So this is how smart the market can be. As this market is approaching to this place, as this market is approaching here, it's possible that the market will spike. So when am I going to be closing this trade? I'll be closing this trade if this market should make any single move now. I will be closing that trade. Why? Because all signal is showing that this market may try to reverse at this point. Because if this market spike to this point and end up as an engulfing candle, which means the next candle should come back a little bit to help this thing form a momentum, which is one of the bottom. From there, it will now push like this. But because the market is already trending in this direction, which means it has a higher possibility of still trending in that direction, which is what we call continuation. So it's not as bad as anything. Instead, it is a good opportunity for anyone. Let me show you something else. All right, look at this. Let me show you something. Look at this. Can you see this? When this line crossed over, it's an opportunity. Please, if you are on the Telegram group, I want you to drop a message on the Telegram group. I am ready for sniper entry. If you are ready for that, please drop the video, drop a note on that place. Tell me that you are ready for sniper entry, so that I will know how many that are ready to take sniper entry. And sniper entry is 50-50. Anything can happen at the spot. You may enter to catch spike. You may enter to Skype and the spike will cut you. So drop the video, drop a message there on the Telegram. Tell me I am ready for sniper entry, so that I will know how many that are serious, so that if I drop a signal and eventually it didn't get to what you want, depending on the capital that you have, you will not come back and blame me. Now just follow this simple thing and you will not regret to do so. Look at it. As simple as this. The market is ready to go. Just try it and you will not regret to do so. Just try this.